Night 3 of the Democratic National Convention made history.
The evening highlighted powerful and empowered women, capped off by Kamala Harris, who accepted the vice president nomination.
We have a chance to change the course of history. We're all in this fight. You, me, and Joe, together. What an awesome responsibility.
Harris is a U.S. Senator from California. She is the first black woman and person of Asian descent on a U.S. presidential ticket. Pat Kessler is watching this virtual convention for us. He joins us now with some of the highlights. Hi there, Pat.
Hey, Amelia. Yeah, another night at the virtual convention. For 3.5 years, you all remember that President Barack Obama has been really reluctant to respond to all of the insults and accusations he's been getting from President Trump. Well, all of that ended tonight. Tonight, Obama delivered a ferocious Trump takedown.
For close to 4 years now, he has shown no interest in putting in the work. No interest in finding common ground. No interest in using the awesome power of his office to help anyone but himself and his friends. No interest in treating the presidency as anything but one more reality show that he can use to get the attention he craves. Donald Trump hasn't grown into the job because he can't.
For your faith in your fellow Americans, for your love of country.
Obama endorsed his former vice president tonight, highlighting successes in office, and Democrats at their virtual convention revisited 2016 that they lost. Hillary Clinton stopped just short tonight of saying, "I told you so." She urged Democrats over and over to get out and vote.
For 4 years, people have told me, I didn't realize how dangerous he was. I wish I could do it all over. Or worst, I should have voted. Look, this can't be another woulda, coulda, shoulda election.
Well, Hillary Clinton won the popular vote by 3 million votes in 2016, losing to President Trump in the Electoral College, a historic Republican victory. And there was more history, something more historic again tonight here in the convention for the Democrats. Kamala Harris, the first black woman, the first Southeast Asian, the first daughter of immigrants to be on the presidential ticket as vice president. Tomorrow, the last night of the convention, Democrats will officially nominate former Vice President Joe Biden to lead their ticket.
And Pat, tonight the Democrats also emphasized battleground states.
Yeah, they really did. You know, I talk about 2016. The Democrats lost the election largely because they lost 3 important states, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan. They lost those states by a total of about 40,000 votes. That's not a lot. So tonight the convention featured Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers. He urged Americans to get out and vote. He even got in some good old Midwestern holy mackerel. He said, "Holy mackerel, folks. Let's get out and vote." So I like that. That's one of my highlights. Third night of the convention under the Democrats' belt. Tomorrow is the big one where they nominate Joe Biden.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you, Pat.